The tale of Elijah, the discouraged believer. In a small village surrounded by mountains and flowing rivers, there lived a young man named Elisha. Elijah had a heart for God and served with all his might. He prayed earnestly, helped those in need, and encouraged others to trust in the Lord. However, life took a difficult turn, and despite his faithfulness, he began to feel as if God was distant. Elijah's life was filled with unanswered prayers. He had asked God for direction, but silence was all he seemed to receive. He watched as others prospered while his own dreams felt more like ashes, burned and weary. He sat alone by the river, feeling his heart sink deep into despair. He wondered, "Why, God, have you left me? Why do I not hear your voice?" As he pondered, he remembered the verse, "The Lord is close to those of a broken heart and save those who are crushed in spirit." These words reminded him that God had not abandoned him. Even if he couldn't feel it yet, his heart was still heavy. One day, as Elijah was walking through the forest, he encountered a wise old woman named Miriam. Sensing his distress, she approached him and asked, "What do you look so burdened, child?" Elijah poured out his heart, sharing how discouraged he felt and how he felt abandoned by God. Miriam listened patiently, then spoke softly. "You remind me of Prophet Elijah in the Bible. After he had accomplished great things for God, he fled in fear and felt alone. But even in the darkest moments, God sent an angel to strengthen him. Remember, God has not left you. He is with you even now." The word stirred up something within Elijah. Miriam continued, "God's timing is perfect. The silence you feel now may be God preparing you, molding you for something greater." Like the verse says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Hold on to that promise. Encouraged Elisha, and Elijah began to find strength in God's word again. He realized that faith isn't about always feeling close to God, but about trusting Him, even when the way seems dark. He began praying with renewed passion, speaking verses over his life. "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Slowly he found joy in small things, and his heart began to heal. He learned that God's presence is constant, even in silence. In time, Elijah's life transformed. The trials he endured gave him wisdom and strength to help others who felt abandoned by God. He shared his stories, teaching others to trust in God's promise. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." Elijah's journey taught him and others that even in the darkest valleys, God's light never fails. The discouraged believer had become a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and God's unfailing love. This may not be your story, but I hope that through it you may learn, because I too was Elijah. Peace, friend.